Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele, and I am back with another delicious cabbage stew recipe. Oh my goodness, this was so delicious. I had to share the recipe with you all. So here are the ingredients that I will be using. I have some tomato sauce, fresh tomatoes, ginger, habanero pepper, onion. I'm using two different colors, our cabbage, and some meat. To begin, I'll blend together the white onion, habanero pepper, and ginger. I'll pour half of it into a bowl and set it aside and rinse out the blender. We will be using that deliciousness to steam our meat. Then to a pot, add in your meat. To that, your blended ingredients that you've rinsed out of your blender. I'll also season it with some chicken seasoning and salt to taste. I'll add in some ground anise and also ground cumin. Stir everything together, cover it up, and allow it do its thing until it is ready. This is not a lot of meat, so it'll cook very quickly. Next, we will cut our tomatoes and de-seed it. We don't want to use the seeds in this recipe, but we want the juices, so we'll put it through a colander, cut it up, and we'll blend it beautifully and set it aside.
Continental food, madam. International food captain.
We will then go ahead and slice up our red onions and set it aside.
All you have to make pizza, jollof, banku and okra soup, sushi and pastries. All this and more. Sweet Ajay.
I'll also go ahead and cut up my cabbage. Once I'm done cutting it, I'll transfer it into a bowl. To that, I'll add some salt and water, and we will wash our cabbage nicely. Mind you, I already washed it before cutting it, but I like to do this to ensure that it is nicely cleaned. Let's check on our meat. Oh my goodness, as you can see, it is so nice and tender. It is ready. So we will set this aside and begin with our stew. In a pan, I'm going to go ahead and add in some coconut oil. You may use any oil of your choice, but you know this is the coconut oil lady right here. To that, I'm going to add our meat, and I'll give it a very quick saute. Okay, we don't want this to fry hard. We just want it to absorb the flavors of the coconut oil. Oh man, this meat was tasting so good. I had to discipline myself. All I would have done was to get some kenke and shito and enjoy it. But for the love of the sweet team, we'll make this recipe. In the same oil, I'll add in my sliced up onions, and we're going to fry it until it is nice and translucent. I'll then add in the rest of my blended habanero pepper, ginger, and onion. We'll give this a good stir and allow it to cook for an additional 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, go ahead and add in your tomato sauce, blended tomatoes, rinse out the blender, add that little bit of water, give everything a good stir, and we'll go ahead and bring this to a boil. Once it boils, we'll lower the heat to medium and allow it simmer for about 10 minutes. Our tomatoes have cooked down beautifully. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add in the stock from cooking our meat. Give it a stir and allow it to cook for about 8 minutes. And we are back. Our stew have cooked down beautifully, so I'll go ahead and add in our meat, give it a stir, and then we'll allow it simmer for about 5 minutes. Then it is time for us to add in our cabbage, and because I want it to be crunchy, once I add it, I'll just let it cook for 5 minutes or even less, okay? If you can eat cabbage raw, you don't need to overcook it. But if you want it to be nice and soft, please go right ahead and cook it until your preferred tenderness. I love crunchy cabbage stews. Let me know how you like your cabbage stew in the comment section. Do you like it hard and crunchy, or do you like it to be very nice and soft? We are back for the final check. Our stew is ready. I'll garnish it with some red onions and scallions. Give it a quick stir and turn the fire off. Our cabbage stew is ready. Okay, we are done. Today, as Sweet Ajele's system is craving for sweet eating things, we will fry some plantains, and I also made some fake jollof rice. That is, whenever you have leftover stew and you put so much rice in it, but not enough stew, and you get the color of jollof rice, but it's not jollof rice, but it still tastes super delicious. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about. That is what we will be pairing with this deliciousness. Sweet Ajele. Yes, I love sweet eating things. So once our plantains are ready, all that will be left is for us to serve and enjoy. Oh my gosh, Ajele. Boy, I can't walk. Today you playing too much. Does this even look like fake jollof rice? It looks so amazing, super delicious. My kids, they enjoyed it because my baby don't care for vegetables. So whenever I use cabbage and all that stuff, they will not eat. That is why I decided to make this so-called fake jollof rice so they can enjoy it. All are invited to enjoy this delicacy with me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try the recipe. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini ochemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.
Adiana to look bonon again. Gambling butter, gambling fish. And Sweet Ajele, mbao, mammy open. Continental food, madam. Ow, food, madam. International food captain.